Hello and welcome to Valuechain News. I am Naomi Olewibe. First, the headlines. BP, Apple leaders commend Barkindo for excellent leadership. Tanker explosion rocks Onitsha. Governors, NLC, orders reject 3 trillion naira subsidy bill. And now, the news in detail. The leader of British Petroleum BP, Bernard Looney, and that of the African Petroleum Producers Association, APO, Dr. Omar Farouk Ibrahim, have commended the excellent leadership of OPEC Secretary General Mohammed Sanusi Barkindo. Looney, who is the Chief Executive Officer of BP, said in a statement made available to Valuechain that what the OPEC scribe has achieved will continue to shape the organization and global energy markets for many years to come. Also in a statement, Dr. Ibrahim, who is APO Secretary General, expressed his gratefulness to Barkindo both for his support to the Continental Energy Body and exceptional performance as the head of OPEC. According to the statement, all of us at the APO Secretariat are very grateful to you and your colleagues at the OPEC Secretariat for the support you have been giving us since my assumption of office as APO Secretary General in January 2020. I would like to use this opportunity to commend and congratulate you for an exceptionally successful tenure as OPEC Secretary General. No one can imagine what the global market would have been without the deft diplomatic moves you made immediately you assumed duty. Oil producers saw the need to come together to work and to stabilize the market, and they even gathered in Doha in early 2016 to discuss a way forward. But seriously lacking in all the attempts was the diplomatic sagacity to bring politically unfriendly nations together to pursue an economic cause. This was where you made a major difference. In addition to the diplomatic success you brought to the organization, all are also in agreement that you raised the professional quality of the Secretariat's work, especially the research and PR components. These together helped in no small measure in raising the profile of OPEC in the last 6 years. As you prefer to exit at the end of your term this year, I pray Allah continues to guide you in all you do. May He increase your faith and guide you on the best way to continue to serve Him and humanity.
A tanker laden with premium motor spirits exploded on Friday morning at the Upper Iweka junction of Onitsha. Many shops and buildings around the scene have feared burnt as a result of the fire from the explosion of the tanker that had broken down along the busy Onitsha-Owerri road in front of the relief market. The fire, which started at 8:30 a.m., had caused a long hold-ups in and out of Onitsha. Fire services, both from Anambra and Delta states, arrived at the scene and battled to extinguish the fire despite water shortage. The Nigerian Governors Forum (NGF), Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC), Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, People's Democratic Party (PDP), and stakeholders in the oil and gas sector yesterday rejected the 3 trillion naira proposal of the federal government to cover the 18-month period of the subsidy suspension. It will be recalled that the Federal Executive Council (FEC), at its weekly meeting in Abuja on Wednesday, received a proposal to spend 3 trillion naira for the period. Vivo Energy Senegal has appointed Mohamed Chabouni as its new managing director. Mohamed succeeds Kada Miga, who will take over at Vivo Energy Ghana. Mohamed Chabouni holds a PhD in engineering from École Centrale, Paris, and joined Shell in 1994, holding various positions in the gas and service station network until 2002, when he became Shell's North African Network Development Director. I look forward to building on the strong performance of my predecessor, and I am ready to ensure that we can continue to provide products and services that will satisfy the Senegalese people and contribute more than ever to making Vivo Energy the most respected energy company in Africa, Mohamed said. He returned to Tunisia in 2006 and held several positions. Since then, he has been the general manager in Tunisia and Ivory Coast. Australia has offered to provide additional liquefied natural gas to Europe should Russia decide to cut off energy supplies as tensions rise over Ukraine. As tensions over Ukraine grow between Russia and the West, there are mounting fears that Moscow could reduce or shut down the gas it supplies to Europe. The European Union is already short of gas after the easing of COVID-19 restrictions puts huge demands on depleted stocks. The EU depends on Russia for around a third of its gas supply and could need alternative sources as fears of a Russian invasion of Ukraine escalate. Australia is one of the world's leading producers of liquefied natural gas or LNG and is prepared to boost its exports to European countries. Trade Minister Dan Tehan said in a statement on Thursday that Australia was ready to support our friends and allies in the current challenging and complex geostrategic environment. Russia's gas exports to Europe are mostly pumped through pipelines that go through Ukraine or other Eastern European nations. Moscow has insisted that the Ukrainian system was dilapidated and has accused its neighbor of stealing gas. Analysts said Russia could be using tension over Ukraine to promote its plan for a new gas pipeline to Germany that bypasses Poland and Ukraine. The Australian government has also urged its citizens to leave Ukraine immediately as Russian troops gather on the border and the threat of an invasion grows. The government has estimated that there are about 1,400 Australians in Ukraine. Foreign Affairs Minister Maurice Payne said on Tuesday the advice to leave was a cautious and prudent step because the security situation is unpredictable. Unilever Nigeria plc has bounced back to profitability in 2021. The company's unaudited financial report showed on Thursday a major rebound after its back-to-back loss in 2019 and 2020. Unilever built the tremendous comeback on expanding sales by 35.1% compared to 2020, which means revenue climbed to 70.5 billion naira, the bulk of it coming from its home and personal care products. The company's shares appreciated by 7.28% on Thursday in Lagos following the news. Helping earnings, the consumer goods firm cut the cash provision for loss likely to arise from trade and intercompany receivables by as much as 90.4%. Last year, the Nigerian unit of British-owned Unilever Group sold its tea business in conformity to a global restructuring plan across the group and plugged the profits 2.2 billion naira into its operations. That lifted the overall profit to 3.5 billion naira relative to 2020 when a loss of 4 billion naira was incurred. profit margin, which represents how much of revenue had translated to profit, stood at 4.9%. Unilever commenced operations in Nigeria in 1923 as a business trading soap under the name Lever Brothers West Africa. It acquired a tea business, Lipton, in 1985 in addition to its product line.